Anyways, I was thinking to myself the other day, I love irate people, you know, because they get to choose how to be irate. You know the ones that just freaking freak out. You know, the slow builders. It kind of reminds me of my dad, really. My dad was a slow builder. He was those type of guys that would sit there and look at you, stare at you. Steam be coming out of his ears. Thought I told you guys to get out there and show the driveway! True story. I got a brother. My older brother lives in England now, so he's lived over there for quite some time. And he's got this British accent now. So he kind of, you know, put those two together, he kind of balances out to be a little bit normal, I guess. And he's got a bit of a stiff upper lip after living in England. So you never know what this guy's going to say. You know, he'd be the type of guy who'd be looking out to his neighbors and say, "Hey neighbour, great to see you today. You know, out of all the places that your dog could shit on my property, you know, and he's got all this room to fuck about, you know, he's got to shit on my step. Thanks a lot, idiot." Yeah, that's the kind of guy he is. And he's a bit of a whiner, too. Just pisses and whines all the time. You gotta hear this guy. It kind of reminds me of this one time we were at my sister's place in downtown London, England. And we're out there partying the night away, having a great old time. And we go back to her house, and she gives us the sleeping arrangements. So we're out there, and she says, "Okay, John, you'll sleep in there, and your brother Jeff is sleeping behind the couch." Thinking, cool deal. So we're just about ready to pass out, and I hear this voice coming from behind the couch. A whine. "Excuse me, Jamie, can you tell me what sis has set you up on over there?" I'm like, "Yeah." I figured it's a simple question. I got a thick-ass futon here, and I got a nice, comfy duvet, and I got some down-filled pillows. What about you there, big guy? "Well, let me tell you what I've got on this side. I've got 8 couch pillows put together so it feels like I'm sleeping on a great big waffle. I got a pillow the size of a shreddy with a great big button in the middle, so it feels like I've been talking on the phone for about an hour. And I got a sheet, yes, a bloody sheet over here, so I'm dying of hypothermia. So you know what? I'm going to end this shit right now. I'm going to throw on the light, I'm going to go talk to our sis, and we're going to sort this shit out right now." Bang! That's all I hear. Like, oh my God, what happened on the other side of the couch? You alright over there? All I hear is his voice. "I'm seeing fucking stars. I just cracked my cranium off the coffee table at 30 miles an hour." Oh yeah, he was classic. He came over to Canada last Christmas, and we decided to go over to the beer store. Beer store at Christmas time, a little bit busy, so we got over there, and there's a lineup a mile long out there, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, this is going to be wine fest. So we get in line, we're waiting, and all I can hear is this hissing and moaning beside me. "I can't believe $44 for Heineken. It's absolute shit." I'm thinking, oh my God, I can't even imagine when we get to the front desk, or to the front counter. So we get to the front counter, and the chick goes, "Hey, what do you guys like?" I'm like, "Okay, just isn't chive, Jeff. But Canadian, Coors Light, what do you want, man?" And he looks at me with a stiff upper lip. "Did you just say Coors Light? Are you gay?" Let's get something straight here, Jamie, right away. Anything less than 5% is gay. What is going to happen tonight is that we are going to get a DUI, having to drive ourselves back to this place to get more beer so we can get drunk. And the answer to your question whether we're drinking Coors Light is no. Not now, not ever. Oh, he's classic. So I tell my kids, you know, the world is a great big zoo of people. And I, as your father, am going to take you to see the funniest attractions. That's right. This reminds me of when we were in Montgomery, Alabama. And I said to the kids, I said, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull into this corner store here, and I'm going to get them to talk. You got to hear the southern draw. It sounds great. You know, but the problem, you know, when we go in there, just let them talk. Just let them ramble. I don't want to hear you laugh, though, because that would be impolite. Wait till we get out to the car. You start laughing your head off. So I go up there, and I'm thinking, I'll set it all up. I'll just ask this simple question, like, how long is it going to get to Tallahassee? So I asked the girl, I said, excuse me, sir, or excuse me, ma'am. I said, can you tell me how long is it going to take to get to Tallahassee? Well, she has her hand, and she looks like Aunt Jemima. She walks up there. Sure, sir, I can find out for you. Hey, Jerry! Jerry! This fine young man wants to know how long it's going to take to get to Tallahassee. Hear his voice coming in the back room. It's going to take about 12 hours. 12 hours, Jerry? Get real. It ain't going to take how long to get to Tallahassee. Well, it's going to take about 6 hours. All I'm going to do is sit in the car. She looks over and she's like, Jimmy, what the hell are you laughing at? I was thinking to myself to read it this morning. I was watching Good Morning America, and hell, after last night's 6-year performance, I was saying to myself, Good Morning America! Love the South. Love the South. Is that it? Is that it? Yeah. Anyways, the other day I had to knock on my door. Some guy came to my door, and he's like, can I rent your shed? I'm thinking to myself, well, I never had anybody ask me that. I come to the door and can you rent my shed? Are you shitting me? Well, I never put much thought to it, but I think, this is the time I can actually make some coin, make some money. So I said, before I rent you anything, man, I want you to tell me a little bit about yourself. And so he turns and says to me, he says, sure, I can tell you a little bit about myself. Well, I come from the East Coast. Most people call me Bubbles. Have a great time. I have my friends Ricky and Julie. They come over here and we smoke some fucking weed. We plant a little weed too. And I collect shopping carts for a hobby. That's so funny. And you know what I really like? I like kitties. They're so much fun. And you know what I really like to do? I like to come out here to the locker room with all my friends. Spend some time. So, thanks for coming out tonight.